there! Welcome to the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. We are your hosts, Denise
and Rexy, and we are recording with special support from Council Member Mark Collier.
And we're broadcasting from our galaxy to yours.
May the Force be with you.
Always.
Hey, how's it going?
Hang out. Oh, so yeah. Star Wars nerds. News.
We are all Star Wars nerds,
so. Star Wars news.
Hey, Phil.
What is up, Phil? We have another Star Wars actor who got his Hollywood Walk of Fame today.
Ooh, no, I didn't.
It was Ewan McGregor.
You didn't have it yet?
No. Yeah, he just got it today.
Ewan.
He was there with his family,
Oh.
Tara, and his vice runner daughter.
Delightful. Oh, I love it. That's fantastic.
Also, Hayden Christensen was there with helping present, and he said that he was the best Jedi Master, despite chopping off his legs and leaving him to die. But he also did make a comment that he probably deserved it.
Yeah, he did kind of deserve it. He went a little crazy.
But yeah, no,
I've been very focused on the other bit of Star Wars.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
But yeah, I saw that. I read something about it yesterday. I was like, I figured it would have been.
Oh, Kevin says I have Jar Jar goodies.
Kevin does have Jar Jar
What do you have,
goodies. I'm going to PayPal you tonight.
What did you get?
He's
your dealer.
He's
your Jar Jar dealer.
He sends me stuff all the time. I'm like, that one.
Their friendship is the best.
Their
really,
friendship is so wholesome, and I am so glad that they continue to show love for Star Wars together and want to work together in Star Wars. Also, Ewan McGregor has also made it his life mission. Well, I don't know if I say that that far, but he wants to be Obi-Wan again. He said that he feels that between where Obi-Wan Kenobi show ends and episode 4, there's more stories you can tell of Obi-Wan. Definitely, I don't think at this point I'm okay with just the one. Mm-hmm. I don't want more of him and Darth Vader together because I feel like that
it was
closed
such
up.
It'll cheapen it if they try to keep doing it over and over, like bring it back, like just leave it the way it is. It was beautiful.
Maybe just
but Obi-Wan has more story that we don't know.
We don't know what happened on Tatooine.
We don't.
That would just be fun. Why did he get called Crazy Old Ben?
What happened? Why was he crazy? Yeah.
Crazy Old Ben.
Crazy Old Ben. But, yeah. So this episode actually is going to be jumping ahead of several others that we had scheduled to come out.
Okay,
because this episode is relevant, as all of us are probably aware by now. If you haven't heard, I'm not sure how, but we did lose the amazingly talented James Earl Jones. He passed away. From what we understand, he passed away peacefully. He got old.
I would say he was 93. He lived a very long, successful,
and he lived an amazing life. I have got some really fun things to tell you tonight about. So
I'm glad you do. I've been super busy with work, so thank you, Rexy.
So he passed, and immediately we knew that we wanted to do an episode honoring him. And I messaged Denise, and I was like, "Okay, we have to do an episode on him, and I want to write it." And she was like, "Okay." And I almost never write the episodes.
I totally missed the part where you said you were going to write it.
Oh, well, that worked out well.
Yeah. I was like, we'll just swing it. I looked up some stuff, and I also did last night an episode talking about James Earl Jones with Tales of the Force, which is a friend of the podcast. Jessica, who hosts that, she is a gem. She is the sweetest and nicest person in the world. Check them out. She does a lot about talking about mental health with um, and Star Wars and she interviews people in the community and they tell their story.
Okay.
And she's very big on mental health. And
Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
I like it.
it's great.
Yeah.
It's lovely. She's a doll. I
was able
love
to
her.
tune in for a good chunk of your segment last night, but then I had to get going and work on it late, so
It was
I wasn't
good.
able to stay to the end, but I really enjoyed it.
Some of the people's stories were super great. It was a great episode.
That's good.
Yeah.
So there it is, right there on the screen. Give them a follow, give them some love, and okay, so we're gonna get into this. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I say we should probably see comments.
Let's go back to the comments. We can't see what anybody's saying.
That might be helpful.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Okay, so I've been working on this all day, and I pulled up some really, really fun, really interesting things about them. And some things that I didn't know, some quotes that I hadn't heard before that I thought were really interesting. And
That he said?
Yeah, that he said, and that other people said about him.
I have some I want to share that Kathleen Kennedy said about.
Okay, I won't read that quote then.
Okay. I really like that one.
Okay, I won't read that one. And then later on in the episode, we are also going to be sharing fan stories from all of us. We asked you guys to share with us your most memorable Vader moments, what you felt like when you first heard that voice. So we're going to be getting into that a little bit later.
And if you listen to the episode once it releases on Friday, we do have a video that one of our Patreons, Phil, shout out to Phil, sent to us to include in the episode.
Yep. And also, you'll be able to see all of the photos that we add in here, all of the clips. You'll be able to actually watch that. So make sure you join us over on our YouTube to catch all these.
Okay.
So, we're just going to dive in. So James Earl Jones was born January 17th, 1931 in Butler, Mississippi. Ever heard of that place? No. You know why? Because as of 2020, it had a population of 285 people.
I'll say it doesn't exist anymore.
No, it still exists.
I learned you went to Michigan College or State.
Mhm.
Is that when you were that?
Yep, I'll keep going. We're gonna go through. We're gonna go through his life.
All right.
So, Butler is an unincorporated community in Tank County, Mississippi, with a population of 285 as of 2020. It could be drastically less now. He was adopted by his grandparents when he was just 6 years old, and then he didn't speak for a decade. Jones had a stutter that he was extremely ashamed of.
Speak for a decade?
Over a decade.
I didn't know that. I knew about the stutter.
Didn't say. He was so ashamed of this stutter that he just didn't speak. Like, where is it? Right here. To the point of only communicating through handwritten notes from the time he was in first grade through his freshman year in high school.
Wow.
Only handwritten notes. What got him talking was a teacher of his. He had a professor who read one of the poems that James had written, and he was like, "You have to read this out loud, like now." And he did it, and he read it perfectly.
Yeah.
And then he became like obsessed with speaking. Like,
yeah, and I read like the teacher didn't believe that he wrote it, but now knowing that he wrote everything for like a decade, he would have had to been able, like, a great writer to be able to effectively communicate.
Yep. And because all of his everything through writing, he didn't speak a single word. He said, what did he say? He said he just gave up on talking. Like, he had such a terrible time with it, and the stutter was so bad, and he was so ashamed of it, and people made fun of him so bad when he was little, so he just gave up on talking. He was like, it's not for me. But then after that teacher convinced him, he couldn't get enough speaking, and so that led him into debates, which then led him into oratory, which then led him into theater productions, and then acting. And then from that, into the hearts of countless people.
All right, yeah. I knew about the stutter. I didn't know that, like I said, he
Okay.
oh, I got a phone call.
yeah. Do you take it?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll call after the live stream. Okay.
So before, however, he was making us tremble as the voice of Vader, or wrapping us in that rich wisdom of Mufasa. He was a prolific stage actor. Jones had over 20 Broadway credits to his name.
So
Over 20.
I didn't know he's an EGOT.
Yeah.
I didn't know he did all this other stuff.
Yeah.
He
That was incredible.
He has an impressive resume.
Mm-hmm.
It is long
Yes.
and
I thought about reading out the credits, but I was
No,
like, oh my gosh,
there's
it's going to
too
take
many.
too long.
There are too many.
I do, however, want to point out that one of his Broadway credits under his belt is Othello as Othello. Something
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, massive. Okay, so how did Jones go from being this stage actor who was having a blast on Broadway and doing other TV shows and things to becoming the voice of Darth Vader, the voice that we all know? Because he didn't wear the suit. We all know that. David Prowse wore the suit.
Did you know he only recorded his lines for like a few hours?
Yep, 3.
It was like
3
2.5 or
hours.
3 hours. Yeah, they got paid like $7,000, which in today's money would be like $37,000 for 3
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was amazing. Okay, so the way he ended up being the voice came down to David Prowse's accent. Excuse me, just being too thick. David Prowse had a really thick accent, and it wasn't what George Lucas had envisioned for Darth Vader. So he was already familiar with James Earl Jones because he was doing so many things. And he asked him to voice the character, and he didn't want to. Out of respect for Prowse, like, he did finally agree to voice the character, but he also wouldn't allow them to credit him. He wouldn't allow any naming credits in the character for like anything that he did on it, out of respect for David, until they re-released that special edition in 1997. That was the first time that he allowed them to put credits for him.
Really?
Yep, because he was like, nope, leave it out. I don't want it. Okay, so with his resonant bass register, Jones was uniquely suited for the role of Darth Vader. I can't hear anybody else as Vader. I can't.
There's nobody else that can do Vader. Yeah. I knew that. I just learned that fact yesterday too.
What?
He didn't have to be there to record.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
just
And he
goes
did it all in post.
I'm saying he does it after everything.
Yeah.
And so,
oh my gosh.
have you seen that episode?
So I have never seen the Big Big.
Okay, this episode is so fun. Like,
Okay.
Sheldon goes up and he's like trying to track down James Earl Jones, and he's standing there and he's like, "I love Star Wars."
Okay, I saw the clip.
He's stalking him.
I saw the
and
clip.
then he's like, "You know what I say to people like that? So do I."
Star Wars too. And his face just lights up.
And then
We will drop that clip right in here.
and then at the end of the episode, Sheldon and James Earl Jones ding dong ditch Carrie Fisher's house, and she's like, "It's not funny anymore, James."
It was amazing.
It was really fun.
Okay, so for all of you guys who are listening and not watching, what Denise and I are talking about, Kevin said, I learned him and Carrie Fisher didn't officially meet until The Big Bang Theory with both of their cameos.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me.
It was a great game.
Okay, so this is quoting Jones about the character, and I thought this was really cool. The technique about recording that voice was to keep it within very strict boundaries of inflection. There was no way to enlighten the voice with awareness, Jones would explain. In fact, my job was to keep awareness out of Darth Vader's voice, take all of the humanity out.
And he did a very good job. I was like, there's no emotion in anything that he says. Like,
It's just that, like, deep, rumbly,
I want to say
scary.
flat, but flat's not the word that I'm looking for.
Missing. It's just very monotone, very
monotone. There's the word. That's the word I was looking
like
for.
there's definitely feeling behind that, but it's just nothing. None of it's good. None of it's good.
None of it's good. Even I can't do it. I couldn't do it. Like, I'm too.
Good. No.
I'm too animated. You're
cartoon
definitely too
characters.
animated. I'm surprised you didn't add in a rawr in the middle of saying that.
Yeah, if Darth Vader was a dinosaur.
Oh,
Geez, I know you're listening. Can you please draw me Darth Vader as a T-Rex? Or no, just Darth Vader as whatever dinosaur you think makes sense.
I can see Vader. You want to know why? You want
Right, tell me.
our Vader as a T-Rex?
Mhm. No disintegration.
Because Vader has little, or T-Rexes have little arms,
Uh-huh.
and Vader had his arms.
Chopped off.
Well,
One of them
One of
kind
them.
of pieces. It's shorter.
one of them, because he pulled himself out of the
His legs are very
flame and
short.
lava.
Bill says the only time he got remotely heated was when, Commander, tear this ship apart until you found those plans and bring me the passengers. I want them alive. That's my best.
It was great.
Oh, thanks. Okay. So James continues about David Prowse to sing his praises. And he says, David Prowse worked very hard to create Darth Vader. I take no credit for the character. I think that performance is in your head. Vader is good proof that if you stay out of the way of a good character, good, effective dialogue will evoke in the viewer and listener all kinds of wonderful things that come from the viewer's mind.
I spaced out a little bit.
Oh, that's
right there.
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm texting family too right now.
Yeah, no, that's okay. He said about David Prowse, he said, David Prowse worked very hard to create Darth Vader.
Yes.
I take no credit for the character. I think that performance is in your head. Vader is good proof that if you stay out of the way of a character, good, effective dialogue will evoke in the viewer or listener all kinds of wonderful things that come from the viewer's mind.
I love that he sings praises to David Prowse for that, because he had to physically act out this character, and then like that in itself is a lot to do all those motions, especially after A New Hope. He knew he wasn't going to be doing the dialogue anymore.
Right. Yeah.
And so
But he still had to carry on and be that.
Committed to the physical acting aspect
And he
of
did,
it.
I mean,
And
Vader commands a room, whether he's speaking or not.
And then to have not only Dave physical acting, but then to have James Earl Jones go in and read his body language and act out the scenes, watching it and matching it up as well. Like, that's impressive.
That is incredible. And the two of them came together to create Darth Vader.
Right.
He says, and I thought this quote was amazing. He says, I am so pleased to be a part of that whole legend. David reflects. Even as an observer, and I am just an observer, I am a special effect, at best.
I mean,
this man is the voice of our childhoods.
yeah.
I mean,
it's not just
Mufasa and Darth Vader
Sandlot.
and the Sandlot.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. I
Like-
know. There are so many. I mean, he is the voice we grew up with. And he's so in awe of everything around him still that he's like, I'm just part of this. I'm an effect. I help make it. That's it. I gave myself chills. Oh, he's going to be so missed.
Yeah, it just, I feel like it hits our generation. Like, especially I think from Star Wars, so from the late 70s to the 90s, like, because he did so many things. He was always there.
Yep.
Like, I forgot he was even, I brought this up last night. He narrated the first season of Third Rock from the Sun. Like, he did. Yeah, he was the narrator of it.
I didn't remember that.
Just season one.
He was in everything that
But
we...
he just, like...
Mufasa blooper reel is my favorite.
just-
We'll drop that in here too, because that is a lot of fun.
everywhere.
It
He
is.
does so many things.
And I
He
mean,
narrated-
93 years. That was almost 100 years.
Did you know he narrated the New Testament?
No.
He read the audiobook for the
In that voice, man. It's like,
Could you imagine?
there are a handful of voices that they are iconic. And I mean, we've got like James Earl Jones.
Morgan
we've got
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Samuel Jackson.
Yep.
they are Liam Neeson. I mean, these are voices that you define their art style.
Oh yes, coming to America.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Phil.
Yes.
Phil,
Thank you for that one. Oh, it's so good. I know you really wanted to read that Kathleen Kennedy quote, and I really want you to read it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let me put it up. I think I still have it up on my phone. It's been a lot. I gotta close out all my Ewan McGregor stuff. Sorry. I went down a rabbit hole on that one. Okay, so Kathleen Kennedy, I love what she said. And Star Wars, Lucasfilms, Disney, they wrote this beautiful article about James Earl Jones, and they released it on StarWars.com.
Yeah, we will link to that article as well.
But Kathleen Kennedy said, James Earl Jones is one of the most versatile and talented actors of our time, with an iconic body of works across film, stage, and television. The menacing baritone he brought to Vader will forever be beloved by fans and regarded as one of the greatest villainous performances in cinema. His commanding presence on screen and warm personality off screen will be greatly missed. Vader he's constantly voted as like the best villain of all time.
Yeah. When people think of Star Wars, Vader is one of the things that immediately come to mind.
Yeah. You didn't mess with Vader. You don't mess with him. And I love the fact that he came back and constantly did the voice of Vader in Rebels and in like the few scenes. I think there's a couple in Clone Wars. Mm-hmm. He also for Rogue One, and he did it for Obi-Wan, the show. Like
he allowed. I don't know. This is a very controversial move, but he also signed a contract with Disney. He allowed them to use an AI-generated version of his voice to continue with Vader.
I was going to ask you what your thoughts are on that, because I know it's very...
I am very in support of this particular one transaction because of all the transparency. There was a contract. Mm-hmm. He's fully aware he wanted to do this.
Yes. And
I am not at all in support of any type of theft of people's work, their career, their art, their voices, their likeness. I'm not.
And that's where like it gets kind of messy. I don't like AI. I hate where AI is going. But like sometimes, especially when it's a character that's not a base character per se, like we see in cartoons, they'll constantly replace like voice actors will get replaced.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
I was like, this Vader, like you can't have Star Wars without Vader. Mm-hmm. And I think he realized that.
And it's real hard to have Vader without James Earl Jones. I mean, like, there are several characters I think that you can recast and revoice, and if you do it well, the fans will allow it. I mean, there are some that you can't, and the fans will not allow it because they're just too beloved.
And that's where I go back and forth on this, because sometimes, like, I don't think that sometimes characters should just never reappear because of it. Right. Especially if there's like the family's consent or the actor's consent. Like they're like I said here.
Because then you have contracts, people are agreeing to it. They're going to get paid for their work. I agree. I fully agree.
Mark Hamill, he said he wants his character to live on. Do it. But then there's like I love Liam Neeson. He doesn't want anybody else to play his character. Mm-hmm. But I almost like
it also kind of makes sense.
It does, but as we continuously expand the Star Wars universe and fill in all these like pockets, like
it's gonna make it difficult. But where in his case, like he signed a contract. He was willing and he wanted to do it. Those are the cases that I'm in support of.
Yes, but I'm just saying. Like,
but it's a very slippery slope, and I mean there already is plenty of that happening.
Oh, there's currently a lawsuit going on against Disney right now. And
I know that because they brought somebody back. Yeah, they brought Peter Cushing back from the dead. And family's
for
mad.
One, no, it's not the family.
Oh,
it's not the family. The family got paid for it.
Oh,
it was it was wording in the contract that he had beforehand, and the likeness of the character they could use, and the family knew about it, and the family got paid.
Okay.
It was somebody that Peter worked with on like one show that apparently he like had this contract with this guy that he doesn't want anybody to ever use his likeness. And the guy tried to sue before and it didn't hold up in court. Like, and so he's trying to do it again.
See what happens kind of thing.
And he's asking for like way more money than the family got paid for it. And so like it was just like, and people were like, how do you have this when you literally did like one episode of a show with him and all of a sudden you have this, but when he's done all this other work. So
yep.
I don't know.
It has to be, I think, a very case by case basis. It has to be like you have to follow the rules of the contract. I don't think you can deviate from that. And you have to have like express permission from
Disney's not stupid.
You know. No.
Disney's
got their shit's ironclad.
But
Phil says there were video games back in the early days that tried imitators for Vader's voice, and they always fell flat. It makes sense. Like James Earl Jones is Vader in the minds of everyone who knows who Vader is.
I will say, as time has gone on, like some of the Vaders in costumes, they have voice changers that are actually pretty good. Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, they are pretty good.
Doing Star Wars events with a Vader that has one because it just adds that. Anytime we do a costume event and Vader is there, kids lose their mind. Even adults, everybody lose their mind because it is Vader. Like Vader is Star Wars just as much as Luke Skywalker is Star Wars.
Carrie
Maybe
Fisher.
even more.
I mean, like when you think of Star Wars, Vader is one of the big things that you first think of. As usual, the battery is dying.
And so when one of these cosplayers start talking with that Vader voice,
Chris has one, doesn't he?
Like, I don't think so.
Does he not?
I don't know, but I just love it.
Yeah,
people get so excited.
I mean, like, I see it all the time, and I get excited. I mean, you're gonna do stuff with Vader, you know.
You are one of a kind, Kevin.
You are, and we love you.
Nobody can be Kevin. Bruce. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Bruce has one. Okay. Bruce is a scary Vader, man. He's so tall. Without any of anything on, he's still just like.
I love Chris as Vader, but he's too happy.
He is a very happy Vader. He's the Vader that you see that's like dancing on the stage.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. I want to get back to this because I do have a few more things that we want to share with you guys. And then again, as we mentioned earlier, make sure that you guys are watching the YouTube. You'll be able to see the clips, see the photos. The voice of Vader transcended Star Wars. He became part of pop culture. Jones commanded attention with every role that he took on. He is much more than a special effect to all of us. So we asked our listeners to recount to us memories of Vader and how they felt when they first heard that iconic voice. And
Can you save those?
They are all in my brain.
Okay.
So we are gonna share some of those with you now.
I have a few extras that I'm gonna read too.
Yeah. You want to go through the ones that are on your posts?
Yeah, let me get there. Okay, where are we? I will say a lot of like common things that I've seen, especially with people our age, is talking about being that little kid at like 5 or 6 or 7, and hearing his voice for the first time. That was a voice, like Vader's voice was something you never forgot.
No, it's not. You know what? Before we get into these, what about you? Do you remember how it felt? Like, think about, how old would we? We were probably 5, 6 when we could really start remembering, right?
You know,
and you feel like.
So, like, I was trying to think about that last night, like the first time. It's really hard for me because, like, watching Star Wars from such a young age, like it's like from the time I was like 1 or 2, like it was always there.
Okay.
So like it
So there's not like a distinct, this was the first time I saw
no,
it or
there
heard
was
this,
not.
or
It was
you're
just, oh, it's Darth
it's
Vader.
like the soundtrack of your
like-
growing up.
It was just always there. I think one of the roles that maybe impacted me more with that iconic voice was Mufasa. Like I was
Yes.
9. I was 9 when
Yeah.
Lion King came out, and that movie was
Oh, man.
everything, and that was life.
My
and
grandma took me and Andy to go see it in the theater. We were little bitty, and I just,
and it was just so that, like, remembering that voice and seeing that movie up on like the big screen
yeah,
when I was 9 years old, like that is a bigger
like a core memory
for me, as opposed to hearing his voice the first time as Darth Vader, because he was always there. And I think Owen's going to be like that too. Like
Yeah.
he's just always known, oh, there's Vader. Like,
yeah, there is no.
or I remember
first
losing
time.
my mind watching Sandlot, and I'm like, that guy sounds like Vader.
Oh my gosh! Then you find out it is Vader. Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams was always one of my very favorite movies from the time I was little. I love sports movies. Loved them. And yeah. Brother?
What do you mean?
Oh, Andy is he's basically my little brother. He's my uncle, but he's a couple years younger than me, so we were raised like brother and sister. And yeah, so my grandma, his parents, my grandma used to take us to movies and, to the pool and stuff together. And I even remember the shirt that I was wearing when we went to see it. It was like a dark teal with Simba on it, and Timon and Pumbaa, and they were all outlined in gold glitter.
I remember talking about Lion King shirts.
Yep.
So this wasn't my shirt, but this is my friend Ashley's shirt, and it wasn't Mufasa, it was Scar.
Oh,
And it said, "I'm surrounded by idiots."
Yes.
And my dad was so mad at, like, he did not like that shirt because it said idiots, and we're like 9. Okay, you know my
I know.
But I remember having a Timon and Pumbaa like purple shirt, and it
Yeah.
was very 90s with the like square outlines.
Oh, yeah.
And the like flashy and
Yep. Very 90s.
yes. And we had toys. My friend's room was everything. It was Lion King. I remember when watching
the music. I was obsessed with the soundtrack.
The Lion King and the parade at Disneyland was life.
Man, it was something special
great.
getting to grow up that close to Disneyland. I will tell you. So do you have any on yours that you want to read? Do you have any?
No, everything was just talking about, like I said,
Yeah.
most of them was being that little kid, 5 or 6, just hearing that voice come in
Yeah.
and like,
So commanding. I mean, it gets your attention.
especially with the opening scene of him in A New Hope, just coming down that like hallway, and you hear this.
Runway Vader.
It is Runway Vader.
Runway Vader. Oh, Kevin says, back to those comments. Kevin, we know things are off the rails if you're the one trying to get us back on track. So, okay, this is a comment made by my friend Timothy Ricklow. Tim, I hope that I am saying your name right, my Snicker sandwich friend. First time I heard it as a boy, I was confused because I knew him first as Mufasa. But as I've gotten older, it's iconic. The moment he sweeps in A New Hope, towering over the stormtroopers and the carnage they left on Tantive 4, I always look forward to him speaking. The build-up is incredible. He sweeps in, silent at first, with the music speaking for him, slowly building in anticipation. Always thought it amusing that it's the stormtrooper who speaks first, but I've come to learn and appreciate that it's Darth bluffing Vader. Sorry, Tim. You speak to him. His words are chosen wisely and not wasted.
Yeah.
And then his interaction with the princess. When you find out later that he is Luke and Leia's father, I giggle, thinking back at that interaction because it gives father-daughter banter. It's so brilliant. I will miss him dearly. Loss that is inevitable, but one that hits harder than a lot of others. Oh, Tim. I've got more things to read, my friend. There are tears welling there. I can feel it. My sinuses are burning. And our friend Rachel Ritter. A quote my dad and I still use to this day. You are a part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away.
See, and stuff like that. Like, I like hearing that because it brings the family together. Star Wars is notorious for bringing family members together, and I love hearing that right there.
And then it's a playful, right? Like, she says, first time I saw A New Hope and heard that voice come out of Vader, I was mesmerized and terrified. That was the villain. Plain and simple, iconic.
Yeah.
That's the word that keeps showing up over and over and over again. It's iconic.
Because it is iconic.
He is one of our icons of our generation. Yeah. Taylor Bishop, our buddy Taylor. I've known Star Wars for as long as I can remember, but I have to go to The Sandlot for my favorite moment. In that film, he showed me that the scary guy that the kids make up stories about isn't always what they think he is. And that you should take the time to learn people's stories, and you may be surprised at the lives that they've led. Coming in.
Oh, here's one.
Tearjerkers.
I'll give you a little break. So this one is from Jessica. Not there's a lot of Jessicas, but this is in a group that we're in. They said, well, the first time I heard his voice, I was like 2. So, but the first time I saw him in a movie that wasn't voice acting was in Coming to America. Well, yeah, the movie came out 1 year before it was born. I remember watching it as a kid and totally understood why Eddie Murphy's character wanted to hide all of his shenanigans from his screen father.
Yes.
James Earl Jones has a big presence. His voice and his in-person acting. He was very, very deserving of being one of the few people to reach EGOT status, which is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Mufasa has to be my personal favorite, especially when he was in spirit in the clouds. You know where this is going?
Yep.
And you hear him tell adult Simba, remember. And it just gives you chills. Like, it's such a good scene. Like, remember, like, who you are. Remember.
Yeah. And he was, I mean, like, I think a lot of us as little kids probably felt like he was talking to us, too. I mean, like, he was our lion dad, too.
Oh, that was such a good. Oh.
There's one from Dina. I thought it was sweet that about 4 years ago, Momo sat down with me and watched The Sandlot, and James' character came on screen and started talking, and he goes, Mom, is that Vader? And I said, yes, it is. And he said, I thought so.
I love it when kids, like, hear, like, a voice that they're so used to, and then they see it somewhere else, and they're like, wait, that's him? Like,
what do you mean? Oh my gosh. Oh. Try to hold it together, man. Okay.
This one is an episode in a while, so this is.
I haven't. Yeah.
This is making up for it.
Yeah, it is. I didn't put any makeup on, so no mascara all over my face. Chris Craig says, the first time I heard that man speak was in Field of Dreams. While I don't care much about sports ball so much anymore, on the Star Wars side of things, I'm pretty sure Darth Vader's voice is the one we all tried to mimic first. Until we heard Yoda for the first time.
So true. I didn't,
He says, I still remember trying to do a mashup Darth Vader.
But, like, even now, like, as an adult, when I'm doing stuff and I'm like,
right,
I won't get through. Like, that was very terrible. I'm getting over being sick, so do not, like, come at me. But, like,
Evan says I'm here for the waterworks.
But even now as an adult, people still do it. I run around with my Darth Vader lightsaber. Come on.
Yeah, right. It's fun.
Although I'm getting ready to mount it in Jar Jar Binks' arms for tomorrow's Rebuild the Galaxy and Darth Jar Jar. So,
okay. I'm pretty excited about that. Look for content from us on that too. Tyler gave me one that I did not know. He said, Fujitsu or Fuji. And I said, I need context. And I'm going to play you the clip that he sent me.
Okay, I haven't watched it, so I have no idea.
Cool. We can have total reaction from.
Oh no. Is it like a good reaction or a bad reaction?
Oh, it's just funny.
Denise gonna go crazy.
It's just funny.
Okay.
It's like, okay. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Oh, that is delightful. Or I'll probably just cut that out when we drop it as an episode, but I needed you guys. Tyler introduced me to that today, and I was like, well, this is amazing. I'm
glad.
Now I want to watch that movie.
To watch that.
Yep.
Now.
If someone hasn't already, that would be a funny clip to play over Vader. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up Phil's video. He said he sent it to me.
Phil is one of our Patreons. He is awesome. He made
Darth Jar Jar.
Darth Jar Jar, who is always with us.
Yep. You hit that microphone so many times.
I have hit it today several times. I'm so tired, you guys.
All right, let's get into this video from Phil.
Hey, Herd, it's Phil. I just wanted to say a few things about what James Earl Jones meant to me, not just as a nerd, but on a personal level. Let's see if I can get through this without crying. I became aware of him, like most of you, through Star Wars. In my case, in 1978, when I was 4 years old. Darth Vader scared the hell out of me. And that big booming voice had a lot to do with it. But it wasn't until I was a lot older that I actually learned who James Earl Jones really was. Sometime in the late 90s or early 2000s, he did a speaking engagement at Oklahoma State. And sure, he talked about Star Wars, he talked about The Lion King and whatever, but he also talked a lot about growing up as a stutterer and growing up as a poor Black man in the South, and what it took to overcome all of that to become, the towering man that we came to know and love. And it was powerful. It made a big impact, and it showed me that we can overcome anything. Even a nerdy, picked on kid like me. We can overcome it. We can become something more than what everybody tells us we're only good for. And it made a big impact. And yeah, some dumbass asked him to say, "Luke, I am your father," and you know what, he did, and he did it with a huge smile on his face and that big booming laugh. And so when I think of James Earl Jones, and what I remember of him was a man that took great joy in bringing happiness to millions, and who proved that you can overcome anything. And yeah, and now he's one with the Force. May he rest in peace.
Phil, you totally made me tear up. So,
I think I had pulled it pretty much back together until your voice started quavering, Phil. And
so I want to touch base on that, because last night when we were in the discussion with Tales of the Forest, somebody else talked about, yeah, right, Kevin. My eyes are wet too.
Yep.
Somebody else was talking about how they also saw him speak at an event as well, and just hearing him talk about too overcoming the stutter, and overcoming those economic like situations with his family, and becoming somebody that was so iconic. I hate that we keep throwing out iconic,
No,
but it's
a
true.
perfect
But
word
like
for him.
they said it was just so
Man.
inspiring, and hearing him also like this other guy talked about how he heard him talk about like his father and how he kind of patched things up and not living in the past and kind of just you got to move forward and he's like he chose kindness, he chose acceptance, he chose to move forward and not let the past be a hindrance and hold them down. The more I hear about these stories with James Earl Jones, I'm just like, man, I wish I would have known more about this before. And but I'm glad that we're getting a chance to learn about it now. Yeah. And it's just going to continue to carry on.
Yeah, what's the deal with that feedback?
Get to continue carrying on his legacy, and that he can be remembered for being like this great person. And so it's just another Star Wars original.
It's
with the
gone
Force.
but 93 years.
93 that's a good long life.
That is a fantastic life.
That is a nice, good long life, and I am I'm so glad that we were able to experience him and what he has brought and how he has impacted so many like people's lives.
I did have all over again, Phil. You did this to us. You did this. You started it.
It doesn't. It takes a lot for me to shed a tear. You can ask Rexy.
I
does.
cry over everything. She never cries.
I had a tear.
Yeah,
I did.
Her eyes.
I did.
Kevin says the feedback. It's James Earl Jones reaching out via feedback. Well, Mr. Jones, we're honored to have you here with us. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. But yeah, I'm glad we got to come together and talk about James Earl Jones and hear some of these people's like different
the stories and the memories, the
stories
things that
and
impacted
memories
them.
and yeah, it was good. I like when we get to talk about, I hate saying current events, but kind of what's happening.
Current events, though. I mean,
and
it's not happy current events, but it is current events.
But if you think about it, like, it's really sad, but it's also like we're coming together to continue his legacy by bringing joy and celebrating and talking about good times. And
as long as people remember you, you never die.
Yeah. It just... Oh, I was reading Kevin's comment again, but yeah, I'm going to go home and watch Lion King.
So all of you guys, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that, you were as moved as we were by a lot of these stories and comments, and feel free to keep sending them. If there's more things that you want to share, we'll post them up on our socials. We're happy to share them.
So
wait.
Oh,
I almost forgot.
Oh no.
Daryl sent me something.
Daryl
for Denise.
Oh no.
So Daryl,
I'm a little bit scared,
and I don't even think she noticed it.
Is that a candy corn? What? That's the cute. Wait.
That's to you from Daryl. It's not for the show.
Oh,
it's for you. Daryl says he's sorry.
Oh, Daryl, thank you. I'm so glad we talked things out. You're such a great friend. I hope you realize I do cherish our friendship.
He came over yesterday and he said that you were losing your mind over the candy corns and
Okay, I am one of those weird people that love candy
corn.
corn.
I do. You like candy?
Love candy corn.
I don't really know anybody else who likes this.
I don't either.
I like candy corn.
I want to just snuggle with the kitty. I want the lost cat.
Oh, I know. The lost cats are my favorite. The lost cats and the loud and the pergolas are my favorite.
Pergolas and banthas.
And banthas.
take a bite.
And the EOPs.
And the Gungans.
And the Gungans. And the...
creatures are sentient.
But I love them too. And the Rancors, who are also sentient, but I love them too. Yeah. Oh, Phil also likes candy corn. Yeah, yeah. Eric can only have little bits of sugar at a time. Yep.
I get that. It's not a candy that you just sit there. It's not like M&Ms where you can eat a bunch of M&Ms at once.
Not.
No.
A couple candy corns. More than that, you'll start puking.
You gotta spread it out.
Oh, you guys, look what Denise brought me. Look how cute these are. Were these some little mystery bags?
Yeah.
What are you trying to get?
Look
how cute
one was
those are.
Mandalorian goodie bag, and I got two. I got the Off-World Jawa, and then I got Kelly.
And then we got this one.
And then the other Jawa was from... I don't remember which one. I've had that other one for a while. I have several. Like, I also got a Palpatine, and I got the Qui-Gon.
They're all these little bag charms.
Yeah, I got a
That's
Qui-Gon. Cool. I got a Obi-Wan from Phantom Menace. I got maybe it was from the Phantom Menace bag. Maybe Watto from Phantom Menace. Palpatine. I have
That's gonna be
a Count Dooku. I got an Ahsoka. I got a
candy corn STV sticker. Kevin, that's a really good idea.
Ooh.
Yep.
Bonnie can be mama.
That's a good idea. All right, I'll get to work on it.
Next month is October, so
I know. And you guys, we're not going to tell you, but we've got the coolest Patreon gifts coming for those of you who are, which tier is it? Master?
Yeah.
Master and above? You get a really cool Q3 gift.
Too much candy corn. Hearing colors.
He's not wrong, though.
No,
he's not wrong.
Not.
Oh, gosh.
Bill, I hope you're doing a Star Wars event soon. I think I'm going to do air challenge.
Are you?
Because now we're not doing
the event
park.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you're going to hear it first now. I haven't really put much work into it yet, but soon I'm going to start making posts. We are going to try to help Real Okie Superheroes raise some money. We are doing comic book swap next month.
Yep.
It's a con here in Glenpool.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be selling stickers.
We'll have our prize wheel out. You guys had a lot of fun with that. We'll be doing it again.
We'll be doing that, raising money for Real Okie Superheroes again. It was super successful at Oklahoma Comic Con.
Oh, we are also going to have a box for physical donations.
Yes.
So we'll have a list that's posted everywhere so you guys can see exactly what needs to be donated.
But we have stickers. I'm going to start making posts if people want to buy stickers. The proceeds will go to Real Okie Superheroes.
Mm-hmm. Because we are not able to do our largest fundraising event this year. There were just some unforeseen circumstances that came up. We just can't swing it this year. So that means all of our fundraising efforts have to come from other places.
And so we want to do our part and help out. It is a great organization, and it is for all our senior stocking stuffers this year. We're hitting up 7 or 8 senior
already
centers.
7, but there could be more coming.
And so we want to make sure that we can take care of the seniors in the community. So keep a lookout on Facebook. I will throw up posts. I'll try to keep tabs on everything. I do work a full-time job as well. And have a child. He's great.
Yeah, but he's still small.
I am responsible with my husband for another human being.
I don't have to keep another human alive.
But yeah, so keep a lookout for that.
Bring your dollars, you will be hounded and hunted down.
Okay, so Rexy, if you listen to our Oklahoma Comic Con episode, Rexy was literally chasing down friends. So say you money donate now.
Do you have $2? Can I have it? I'll give it to ROS, and you can have goodies. Oh, Kevin says, "What are the tiers again?"
Here. I keep smacking things today. I
that's
have
all right.
it up.
Okay. I have too many things, and none of them are our
So
Patreon.
all of our tiers follow the Jedi Council order. Oh,
What's up?
oh, I'm trying to get to something, and it's like, oh,
Oh,
an update.
okay.
And so, because I just updated kind of the look of our Patreon, so it's very recent here. We have starting at $3, going all the way up to
50?
50, I think it is.
I think 50 is our highest.
So we have Youngling, Padawans, Jedi Knight, which is the $15. Each of these have added stuff. So shout outs, your
Every
names.
tier higher gets more stuff.
Yeah. Jedi Knight, Jedi Master, that one gets a quarterly gift every quarter. We are working on getting that out together, and we'll be shipping it out next month. Yeah.
And they're gonna be so cool.
And then we got Master of the Order and the Jedi Council member. Yeah. So keep a lookout. We actually have been getting better on doing more updates on Patreon. As odd as it sounds with my kid back in school, things level out. So.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier. You get back into the routine and yeah.
What are your tiers again? Eric,
What are tires again?
Oh, tires.
Eric, tires are those round things that go under your tire.
Did I say tires?
Mm.
Did I say tires? It wouldn't. I
don't know why Eric is asking about tires.
I feel like we're just starting to get unhinged at this point.
Starting? Those things worn out on the bug.
Phil just called you out.
I know, it's delightful.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. We really need to wrap this up. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for
Not yet. I need to go get some. I'm gonna I'm gonna at work I should just keep like I have the bowls of like Jabba's mouth open.
Oh yeah, keep it full of candy corn.
And the Wampa
I love those.
Keep candy corn right now.
Nobody at work will eat them. That's all yours.
I need some sugar.
Oh, Eric says no, my brain just thought it was a typo when I read it. Guys, we gotta go.
I'm so tired. I'm getting
Nobody
delusional at this point.
Stay tuned for all of the things. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing your memories. And thank you for spending your time with us.
Yes, thank you so much. So from our galaxy to yours.
May the force be with you.
Always.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha, written and produced by Denise McKay.
Edited and produced by Rexy Jupiter. Original logo designed by Tyler Rigney.
Intro and outro music is provided by the Galactic Empire.
You can find us on all streaming platforms at Travel and Bantha.
And join our Discord for fun-filled galaxy chats.
You can also sign up for our Patreon starting at just $3. You get exclusive episodes, merch, behind the scenes, and more.
And a special thanks to all our Jedi Knight members and higher. We have Rooney, Michael Beavers, Mark Collier, and James Peak. From our galaxy to yours.
May the force be with you.
Always.